decided to go on a strict diet of water.
Welcome to episode 2 of the Cavern of Lost Sketches.
Cavern of Lost Sketches.
Well, we're glad you came back for the second one after that monstrosity of episode 1.
Again, this is a healing process for us.
It is.
So I'm just going. I'm just like the dog bellying up. Just show you my belly.
Yep.
Scratch me.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Not you guys.
I don't want to scratch you.
Particularly, I don't.
Anyway, we're bringing you along on our trip down memory lane.
Horrible memory lane.
Horrible, painstaking memories.
That's right. No, you know what? They're just sketches that...
Sugarcoated a little bit more than that.
Yeah,
you might just scare people away now if you say it like that.
You should be scared. No,
they're just a shitty treat.
That works.
They're just sketches that we didn't think were up to par, so we decided to put them in the vault, in the cavern, as it were. So anyway, here's one of them. Episode 2. What are we gonna see today?
It's 60/40 Mysteries Part 2.
Part 2. Now, why is it just Part 2?
The shitty roommates.
Why is it just Part 2?
Because we couldn't shoot a sketch that was shorter than like 20 minutes.
That was the other thing that you learned coming, you know, as you get older. And so what did we split this into thirds, I think, and this was the second part.
And we never released Part 3
Part
either.
2 of the 3-part series.
Yep.
And probably not the worst of them.
This is probably
I think
the
this is the
better
best
episode.
one of all of them.
Yeah.
So,
So anyway,
Let's show it.
let's show it.
Okay.
Here's 64 Mortal Mysteries Part 2.
we'll see you
Shitty
on the
roommates.
Previously on 60/40 Mysteries.
When I left that bathroom, there was at least 4 sheets of toilet paper left.
I poop 8 times a day.
I refuse. I refuse to do it. I don't think it's my responsibility.
I've been wiping with bark and cacti.
I felt like he was out to get me.
My cat's missing.
I don't know what the fuck happened to his stupid cat.
This is the worst.
And now the continuation of The Shitty Roommates, brought to you by all new glow-in-the-dark pubes. Mystery. Intrigue. Drama. Real life.
At this point, guys were getting weak. There was rash everywhere, and the leave behind was unavoidable. So they were doing whatever it could take to make sure that they could prove their point. Was it going too far? Who was to blame?
You know, this is just not healthy, sir.
I'm winning this war. You know, I feel like I'm winning. And he, sooner or later, will have to buy toilet paper.
Sometimes you just can't scrape things into a jar and put them in the corner and forget about them.
Fuck him, you know. I can get through this. I can do it.
TP for me. TP for me.
You know, I'm trying to use the shower method. You know, this is another thing we should teach our kids, you know. If you can shit liquid poo, you can just rinse off in the shower. And all it takes is like 6 or 7 or 8 pills a day, twice a day.
I decided to go on a strict diet of water. I have been having 1 cup for breakfast, 1 steamed cup for lunch, and a bowl of ice cubes for dinner. This water diet isn't doing it. You know, I'm peeing green. I need to poop green, and I need to wipe the green out of my rear.
I don't feel like this is making me stronger. I feel like this is making me rashier.
Speaking of AIDS quilts, I mean, he basically said that, you know, you ruined his dead grandma's AIDS quilt.
This is what's left of her quilt.
Yeah, well, you know, I just wanted to prove that your grandma isn't going to weasel her way out of AIDS by making a quilt. I mean, tell him to buy some toilet paper and I won't wipe with his grandma's AIDS quilt. His dead grandma's AIDS quilt. Come on. She was a whore. That's why she had AIDS in the first place. You didn't hear from me.
It was all happening right here. Lives were being changed. Hearts were being torn. Death was right around the corner. Both of these men had suffered serious effects from not using toilet paper. But through those odds, hope arose.
Now that we've suffered through that,
I know we can't say we're sorry enough.
No, I don't. Come on, guys. Again, let's.
Yeah.
This is a healing process for us.
it's pretty great for doing, for being so young. Like, it's one of the first things we ever did, completely
Yeah.
unscripted.
I think it was
true.
the first thing we ever did.
Yeah. 3 things. Here we go.
Here we go. 3 questions. What was your favorite part of the sketch? What was your least favorite part of the sketch? And do you think we should have released the sketch after we shot it, or was it a good thing that it was in the vault?
Talk about it right down here. That's
Put all your
that's what you need,
comments
right down in the comments.
in Danny's penis area.
Yeah.
Well, Brendan, what was your favorite part of this sketch?
Oh God, there's just so many.
So many. He was laughing the entire time.
I was laughing
Did
so
not
hard.
stop.
And I think it's Danny's first eating the pretzel bit with some sort of weird Boston accent. And
Why would you be eating and doing your interview, your segment?
I don't know what it is. I don't know if I love or hate, but the police vehicle that goes by, it's just so perfectly timed. It completely blows
Which
the
was-
shot.
Yes.
There's no reason for it to be there. It's just perfect.
What is my favorite part?
Yeah, what's your favorite part?
Honestly, I'll have to say I like the black and white, when we do the teaser in the beginning, those black and white sort of like flashbacks where we both set up the whole thing. Like that, for some reason, none of it makes me laugh anymore per se, but like that I still think is funny. If I see it like for the first time in 2 months, I'll still chuckle at that because it's funny when Brendan says he moves 8 times a day.
Where a stupid cat is.
I know where he's gone. Yeah. So that's my favorite. That's my favorite part.
Dan, what's your favorite?
I think my favorite part is the still shot of Brendan as the grandma, because
That's
just
Jeremy.
I
That's Jeremy
met
as the
Jeremy.
grandma.
I don't know why
Yeah.
I said Brendan,
Yeah.
because it doesn't look like you at all.
No.
It's Jeremy's dead
it's
grandma.
totally
I
Brendan
think
thing.
I think that actually starts with Jeremy's voice muffled. We
Yeah.
put something on it, but I think he goes.
Something
I think he
about
goes.
your-
Speaking of AIDS quilts, and you immediately see me look at him and start to smile. Like, okay, what are you setting me up for? Remember, there's no script here. So, Dan, why don't you tell us your least favorite part?
Oh yeah, I mean the picture of you pooping in the shower with your big ass disgusting foot in the foreground, and in the background is
I don't know. That
I
might
don't
be
even
my
know
foot.
what
I don't know.
who.
No, I think it was mine.
It's a gross foot.
It's a
It
gross
is-
foot.
It's
and-
gross because
and-
it's framed so closely to the
it's just
to the
like
camera
it's
that
like
it
you can
looks
see,
veiny.
you can
and
see, yeah,
gross.
you
I
can see
assure
like
you, my feet
there's a
don't look
hangnail
that
about to
bad.
form or something like that.
Yeah.
My least favorite part was the same as yours, but the foot is like, and I'm sure nobody watching this at home is like, yeah, that's a really gross foot, because there's shit in the shower.
Yeah.
Like, and it looks like we melted a Snickers bar and
Yeah.
poured it in
Yeah,
the
what
And
water.
there's like, I think it was melted chocolate with like peanuts. There's big chunks of something.
Yeah,
Oh, it was Bacos. It was Bacos. That's what it
so
was.
nasty.
Yeah, that's disgusting. I would say my least favorite. I love the title sequence, but it's just too long. It's like a minute. It's like whatever.
Drama.
It's but it looks
Mystery.
good. Like it looks like it looks like
Yeah,
a thing.
I
It's
know,
just
we-
way
look,
too.
I am
He
actually
did
a
it.
huge.
He did that, and he's
yeah,
very
good,
proud
good
of it.
work for that 25
Very, very
minute.
proud of it.
Yeah, and now it's
masterpiece.
yours, YouTube.
I like a
all
lot
its
how
horribleness.
it's brought to you by glow in the dark pubes.
Pubes,
That's one of
yeah.
my favorites.
Good, good.
We're
joke.
children. We are just 3 grown children sitting here for your amusement. We hope you liked it. What was the last thing?
Oh, should it
have
remain?
Should it
right.
remain in the cavern?
I mean, I would maybe I would have reconsidered putting this in the cavern as something maybe we put out a couple of years ago. As hey, this is the first thing we ever did.
Yeah,
I think we
just
should
never
put this
really
out.
Put it out.
I think we should have put this out because it was
I
like
think
the
you're right.
first thing we ever did. We didn't have anything better at the time.
Yeah.
It was just so long.
We
and it
shouldn't
was in
put out
3
the
parts
series,
and-
but the I think the second one as a standalone is fine.
Yeah, because you gave the
Yeah, because you get it.
part
Yeah, yeah.
one in your intro.
So I'm gonna say you're right. It should not have been in the cavern, and it should have been. It should have came out. It was our bad.
So what do you guys think?
What do you think? Go to
Yeah.
the comments below. Let us know if you hate it, if you love it, which. God,
Tell
I
us
hope
your
sold,
favorite
dude.
part, your least favorite part,
love
and you know, if you think that we were right for banning this sketch to
To the cavern.
Cavern of LostSketches.
We'll see you next time.
As the tension mounted, stress levels grew, friends were being tested.